The dwarves go off to Erebor, and of course we have him, the main man, my main man, Smaug.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
My boy Benedict Cumberbatch
Pops into the scene through the gold, and all of his scenes
steals the show.
Yeah.
Like, his voice scares you.
And it's also like, I was so mad when this did not win Best Animation.
Yeah.
Because, like, the barrel ride, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's not the best animation. But literally all of the money was put into Smaug, and it shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I think, honestly, the only reason why it didn't win was because that year had The Life of Pi.
Was that year?
Yeah. The Life of Pi happened, and that took all of that year's, like, awards, and especially the animation department, because that was, like, all animated. And that Tiger was completely...
No, it was Gravity. Year of Desolation of Smaug was Gravity.
I think it was both.
It was Gravity.
Hmm.
Life of Pi was a ways before.
Was it though?
Yeah, Gravity took the...
well, yeah.
Took the special effects award. And, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And,
But
like, I understand. But at the same time, like, I feel like generating a actual living being and making me believe that it is there is more impressive than putting people out in space in a realistic way.
Yeah.
But that's
Like,
just me.
Because, I mean, sure, getting gravity as an effect is kind of impressive, but did you fucking see the dragon?
Yeah, well, here's why it didn't get that special effects award, though. Because, like,
gold.
well, literally everything else in that movie besides Smaug kind of looked like hot garbage. Like,
And the gold was hot garbage.
Yeah,
that was...
it's hard to give that movie an Oscar when everything besides that one thing that is phenomenal looks bad.
Yeah. But still, Smaug just commands the presence and owns every bit of Erebor.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you, like, see a dragon in movies, they're usually just these, like, big monsters. They're dumb, and they can be defeated through the power of teamwork and love. But Smaug, he is not.
No.
He is a force of nature and will wreck your shit.
Yeah.
And, like...
I kill when I wish, where I wish.
It just is an amazing scene.
Yeah.
I wish it were done a little bit better with Bilbo and Smaug just talking to each other.
Yeah.
With Bilbo speaking in the riddles and kind of keeping Smaug's interest.
Yeah.
That was, like, my only thing with it. There was, like, absolutely nothing extended about anything in Erebor. All the extended was done towards Gandalf and Thror.
Thrain.
Yeah, Thrain. Thrain at that point. And,
but that scene just didn't need to be dragged out anymore. It was like that scene was
the scene.
The scene, and it was perfect the way it was.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything of it because they extended that scene as it was anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fantastic.
So good. Let's move on to battle.
Now we get to Battle of the Five Armies.
Battle of the Five Armies is ridiculous and stupid, and I fucking love every single second of it.
Now, as we said in the beginning of this, Battle of the Five Armies was originally PG-13, and in the extended edition, it turns rated R.
It turns rated R,
and we were confused and scared at what happened.
What did they do? What have they done? Because
what happened?
If you'll remember, Peter Jackson used to make gore fests. Peter Jackson made Dead Alive, which is renowned as one of the goriest films ever made, ever.
And I think in the middle of Battle of Five Armies making, he kept seeing everyone kind of like complaining about like the Hobbit movies. So he just snapped. And he went to his roots in this movie, and by God,
the head chopping begins.
We were tired.
In earnest.
We were tired at the end of Desolation of Smaug because the dwarves were running around. We were like, oh, it's over. Battle of Five Armies starts. They have the talking. We're catching our breath. We're about to fall asleep. Battle begins. We're like, yes, we're gonna happen. We're gonna happen. And the dwarves begin to take formation, and then the extended parts start, and they don't stop.
No.
The ram cavalry comes up.
But let me stop you. The first thing that catches your attention, because the beginning of the movie is about the same. Like the killing of Smaug is pretty much the same, and it gets to the part with Gandalf still at Dol Guldur, and he's like, this is a part that was not in the theatrical version. An orc is like trying to take his fire ring, and like you're just like, okay, I've seen this before. Galadriel shows up, orc comes towards her, she does a spell and fucking undoes him, like just bones and blood fall to the ground.
No, they blast back,
and
he is gone.
Over. He's dead. He's died. And at that moment, like, I was kind of like, okay, seen this before.
Right.
Like, kind of checking my phone, kind of trying to, and then all of a sudden, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
What?
Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
Like, it's great.
And then fast forward,
takes you back in.
Fast forward to when Dane shows up with his dwarves. And we're like, yeah. All right, we're gonna have the Battle of Five Armies now.
Rebels.
And then the Ram Cavalry shows up, and we're like, this is new.
Yeah.
I appreciate this. We know where the Rams come from now. Cool.
And there's some fighting before the orcs show up finally.
Well, no. Like, there's the Ram Cavalry, and they start charging. The elves do their archery things, fire this wave of salvos, and then there are suddenly these things pop up behind the dwarf army and twirl around like helicopters, chopping all of the elven arrows away, and then crash into the archers, killing lots of elves. And Dane's just like, how do you like my twirly whirlies? Like, oh my god, this movie just got awesome again.
Yeah.
And so, like, the elves try it again, and it didn't work, because he had more twirly whirlies.
So many twirly whirlies.
And then, like, the battle begins. Like, the elves get into their pike wall stance, and the rams just run up to them, jump over, and the fighting commences. And it's all that part is amazing. And then Azog the Defiler comes back from his gumbying into Dune, grabbing the big giant earthworms.
Scary worms. The worms from Men in Black 2.
That make the big holes in the ground, and the orcs pop out as we then have the dwarves run into battle.
And the head chopping begins in earnest.
So, like, the rest of the theatrical edition of the Battle of Five Armies goes on as it normally does.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few more fighting sequences between elves and orcs that weren't there, but they're kind of thrown into the mix, so you don't really notice that they're new. There's just more things happening.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. And then, all of a sudden, without any warning, there's this ram-pulled carriage that shows up late in the movie after Thorin and the company have joined the fight.
Oh, we gotta talk about our favorite man first. So, whenever the orcs start attacking Dale, our favorite man of the hour, the troll with the battering ram helmet, runs
the battering rams again.
runs up to the wall of Dale and just jumps at it head first, breaks down the wall, and dies.
And that
was in the original theatrical
time.
edition, but I love that part every time.
Yeah.
Every time it happens, he is my favorite man in that movie. There's a bit more fighting in Dale.
Yeah.
And
just a little bit. And there's, you kind of feel
in the theatrical edition,
fear in Dale too.
Yeah, there's a lot more fear, but there's also, finally, we have resolution, because the Master's head minion in the theatrical edition, he gets away.
Yeah.
And we hate him.
Yeah.
We're like, why? Why did he get away? He's an awful human being. And this one,
he gets away, but then he hides in a catapult.
But no, he starts to get away. A troll shows up. He's one of the mini trolls. Hides in what he just thought was a hidey hole, but turns out it's a fucking catapult in the middle of the town.
And Gandalf's trying to take out this troll, but he's got Radagast's broken ass.
Yeah, he tries to cast a spell, doesn't work.
Keeps trying to cast a spell, just not working. And meanwhile, Albert's
Albert, that's his name.
Yeah, Albert's coins that he stole from the
his golden breasts.
Yeah. One of the coins falls down onto the lever that starts the catapult, and it weighs just enough to set it off,
and starts twirling around.
Yeah.
And we see Albert no, and stops on its side for a second, and then fall over, cluck, 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 cluck,
and he launches and goes into the troll's throat, and the troll dies.
Suffocates. And falls on top of Albert, so he's dead. He's died. And we're finally happy.
Yeah.